You're looking at Ramey. I'm from Athens, Georgia. There are as many stories as to how I arrived at this room with all of you as there are your works in the Common Ground show. And the most prevalent one is the fact that in 2003, my sister, who I was very close to, I'm one of 10 children, died. And she was the first one to break the link in our family, other than my father had died 20 years before. My mother had never wanted to bury one of her children, and so she died a month later. And that impacted my life a great deal because now I was home with a son who was about to go off to college and my husband, and kind of looking forward to just the two of us being home, you know, together with my son in college. He had been accepted at the School of Art Institute in Chicago, and he goes off to school, and 6 months after my mother died, my husband suddenly died of a heart attack. And so, as my friend put it, I could either do the whole Van Gogh thing and go crazy, or do something else with my life. And since my son was in school, and I'd asked him to paint for me various occasions, and he said, "You paint for yourself." You know, they can get real arrogant when they go off to school. And I decided, yeah, well, okay, I'll be an artist. I'll paint for myself. And so I had to reinvent myself. I majored in English in school, and so I had to go off and do this whole artist thing. I wasn't going to go to art school, and so I'm a watercolorist, and so I decided to throw the bags in the car and just travel around and take workshops from every known artist in the country and in Europe. And I did that. Spent a lot of money, but I had to play catch up. And in doing so, I learned so much because I couldn't learn what I wanted to learn in my hometown of Athens, Georgia, because we're all here because of the fact that we are undervalued, you know, as artists, and we're always looked, we're secondary, and so I wouldn't accept that. And I aligned myself with the local arts center in Athens, and was the only African American there, and really made myself indispensable in terms of volunteering and working with different projects. And the next thing I know, going off and learning all the things I have about watercolor, meeting other watercolorists tonight, and seeing them really has shown me that I made the right decision. I didn't waste my money. I just I invested in my future, and I also reinforced the fact that you can do what you want to do if you put your mind to it. And that's where I am today, and I'm continuing to paint. I paint all the time. I built studio sunroom on the back of my house, and that's where I do my work now. Morning, noon, night, whenever I wake up. You saw me drink a cup of coffee because that's my life, coffee and art. So I met Marie and I met Jerusha all through the US program at the University of Georgia in Athens. They started it, and I took my son to become a member of that because he wanted to be an artist. I was encouraging him, and I ended up being a part of that. So it's been a journey. It's been fun, and the journey continues until I go to meet all the people that I love most in the world and join them and tell them all about how you folks have encouraged me to keep on with my journey.